Hello, everybody. My name is Jeremy Gannon, and today I'm going to do my proposal on building a new indoor facility for the K-State golf team, men's and women's. So to start, just a little bit of background. I've been playing the golf team for 4 years, so I practice hours and hours in all those facilities, and today I'm just going to try to do my best assessment in those facilities and how we can make it better, and especially the indoor facility that can really be improved. So in order to implement this project, my proposal will be addressed to the athletic department of K-State, and especially Mr. Gene Taylor, who is the director of athletic and who's taking the main decision of that type. Okay, so let me state the issue first. So as you know, the weather in Kansas, especially the winter, can be quite a bit cold, and practicing golf when it's below 40 is very hard outside, and it's why in 2007 uh, they built a indoor facility. Um, it was first 1,344 square feet with 3 bays and one putting green for a cost of $275,000. So as you can see on the picture, this is the current indoor we have. Um, as you can see, two former golfer hitting on the hitting bays. Okay, so the main issue that we face with the current indoor facility is the size of it, because it only have a capacity of 5 people max. And if we add up the men's golf team and the women's golf team, we probably average around 18 people a year. So essentially, it's 18 people trying to find room and like share a time on the indoor that only can take 5 people's. So the way our practice work during cold days and during indoor days, it's that we're gonna have indoor times. And only 4 people at a time gonna go. So, for example, 4 people are gonna go from 8 to 9 and 9 to 10 and on and on. So at the end of the day, it's only one hour of practice a day when you think that Southern School can practice all day. The other parts of the issue I want to talk about and address is actually more a consequence, but it's the poor performance of the golf program at K-State. Recently, they've been falling short of their goals. So usually the way it works is that we have the goal to make the regionals at the end of the year. In order to do that, you need to be ranked top 64 in the nation, which is the golf stat ranking. And you'll think for a Big 12 school with a pretty good budget, a Big 12 budget, that'll be very attainable. But K-State didn't do it for the last 10 years. And being here for 4 years, I think that the indoor facilities is definitely part of it and part of the cause why Kansas State can perform. So the strategy I'm going to propose to implement that new indoor facility can be separated in 3 different steps. First, it's going to be the research and the crafting of a blueprint, and second, the funding of the projects, and third, building of the new facility. Then, when researching and crafting the project, the best way to start with is to visit other school facilities, preferably northern schools in Power 5 conference, which is going to be similar to Kansas State. School that we could look at could be Illinois, that we're going to talk about on the next slide, or KU could be a good one, Ohio State, Iowa, or we can even look at smaller school such as Northern Illinois. Also, the interview of coaches and players of those schools on what are the most important aspects of their facilities, will be important to pick efficiently a blueprint, as we want to be money efficient in that project. A perfect example to start with of a university that we could visit and that we're going to keep in mind as a focal point for the rest of the proposal is the University of Illinois. Just because the weather is very similar to what we can get in Kansas. Illinois is in the Big Ten, which is a Power Five conference, so they have a similar budget to Kansas State, and just because the program's been very successful in the past, it's been more than 10 years that they are very regularly in the top 10 in the ranking of stat. Some quick spec of their facilities is that the facility is 14,000 square foot, which is, to give you an idea, almost 14 times bigger than what we get in Kansas State. They have 6 seated hitting bays. They have putting green, shipping, and pitching areas, locker rooms, full golf equipment, repair room, a team lounge, a study area. So not saying that K-State need all of that, and we also in our project want to be money efficient, but that will definitely be a great model to start with and kind of an idea to craft a blueprint. Then once we find a efficient blueprint of the new facility, we will need to fund the project. Comparing to similar schools and to be able to compete in the Big 12, I think the ideal facility will be roughly costing $1 million. In order to fund the first thing we could do is to organize a annual golf tournament in Cobber Hills. Then we will invite all golf alumni and big donors of the golf program, and thus these events are usually very successful to raise money, and it could definitely finance a good part of the project. Another thing we could do is to partnership with local companies such as Phillips 66. Phillips 66 is the old company based in Kansas, and it's very involved with especially with the Big 12. So that'll be interesting to explore that option. And finally, we could use the golf program budget. Kansas State being in the Big 12, the budget is very generous, and I think won't be a problem to finance the rest of the project. So this final stage is the actual physical implementation of the solution. So for that, we will hire just a construction company, just to level the ground and build a solid foundation. And once the building is up, we will add technology and golf equipment such as radars or simulators or video rooms to make our practice the most efficient as possible. So just to conclude, if the project is implemented, the K-State golf team will definitely increase and multiply its chance to reach their goals and also eventually compete with in the Big 12 conference with schools such as Oklahoma State. Other than that, thanks for listening my presentation, and for more information you can also refer to my writing proposal. Thank you all.